I failed. And in that failure, I hurt people. Hey, July 11th, 2024 is the last time that I uploaded an episode to After the Function. And to those of you who are not familiar with After the Function, since I'm now starting to post my podcast episodes on my channel, my YouTube channel, for those of you who are listening on Spotify, Apple Music, or any other streaming service that my podcast is available on. For those of you on my YouTube channel, After the Function is a podcast I created specifically to debrief on events that happened in my life, which I would consider entertaining or educational or even relatable. Things that just happen in life that, a lot of you 20-something-year-olds could probably relate to, me also being a 20-something-year-old. From my last episode until now, 1 year and 5 months, all I can say is, wow. The last time I uploaded an episode, I was in New Mexico completing an internship. I was touring the Sandias. I was traveling to California, to Dallas, Texas, all across the United States, and still completing my master's degree and everything. And then, yay, we graduated. By the way, went through my first ever breakup, went through my first situationship up. That's not a word. Situationship, breakup, can you break up with yes, you can. Okay, well, yeah, whatever. I explored different aspects of myself spiritually, physically, obviously getting back in the gym and everything, and, a little bit more of the mature side. Sexually. But that's a topic for another episode. I'm making this episode specifically to encourage everybody that is watching who is ready for a really drastic change, or you're probably terrified of the changes that could potentially come. Are any of us ever ready? When are any of us ever ready for life to, not to quote waitress or anything, but sneak in through the back door? When are any of us ready for the side winds that life can just blow in our face and totally change our trajectory? Around this time last year, I was in New Mexico, but I was still living with my parents. No, I was still living in Miami, just off campus from the college that I was going to and completing my master's degree. And now I'm living in the DMV area. I live in Baltimore. Moved up here by myself because, one, I absolutely love the East Coast and a whole plethora of things that we will get into very soon in future episodes. But again, relationship-wise and friendship-wise and emotional, spiritual, mental, all the aspects, so much has happened. And what encouraged me to come back to the podcast was me realizing that I am definitely not where I want to be. I have done so much evolving, so much learning, so much growth. But a recent event taught me that everything that I went through isn't enough, because there's still one more avenue that I haven't cleared. Also, we're eating a whole plate of Papa John's pizza with Papa John's Pizza Bites, not sponsored, but we're going through it over here, baby. We're going through it over here, so we're eating our feelings. Everybody, welcome back, or welcome to After the Function podcast, where I, your host, the icon, the legendary chicken wing connoisseur himself, David Perry, takes you on the journey of what the fuck is going on in my 20s. That's kind of the theme for today. That's not my usual opening, but for today, that will be the opening. But not specifically for 20-year-olds. This specific episode is for anybody who is ready for 2026 to be their year. And by their year, I mean their year for growth. Honestly, I hate it when people always talk about New Year's and that they want New Year's to be their year of growth, their year of this, their year of that. When in reality, girl, shit could go sideways so quick in 2026 and totally throw you off trajectory. So instead of, I'm sorry, this looks fucking good. Instead of me saying that I want 2026 to be my year, I want 2026 to be the year that I experience another metamorphosis. And me telling the universe that, oh my God, I'm not about to fucking cry on the internet, bitch. Hold on. I'm just letting the universe know that I'm ready for whatever it has to throw at me. Whether, that's it, the good, the bad, the ugly, I'm ready. Whether it is self-inflicted and that I have to learn from it, or whether it is due to external factors out of my control. I'm ready to experience life. I mean, Guys, how many people weren't able to wake up and be able to say like a statement like that? You know, I feel like if life is just full of like all of the good things, and this is gonna sound so morbid, oh my God, especially to like toxic optimists, how can I enjoy the good things that life has to offer without knowing the really dark, ugly side that it also has to offer? And honestly, there's beauty in both sides. That sounds like fucking cliche and poetic, unnecessarily poetic, but like, I mean, it's the truth. It really is the truth. As I'm getting older, I'm starting to see the beauty in both sides. One thing that I definitely want to work on this year, me speaking specifically, and now is when I'm encouraging all of you guys to like, say like one thing in the comments that you guys really want to work on for 2026. One, I have to get rid of people pleasing. And a situation that literally just happened like, ooh, maybe a couple days ago at this point. Definitely opened my eyes that that is still the one demon that if I tackle, if I master, I'm like, it will literally be sunshine and rainbows in like every single relationship that I will ever come across in the future. Platonic, more emotional, like all across the board, all across the spectrum. And unfortunately, I thought it was something that I got rid of, but that's only because I wasn't tested, you know, and the test finally came to figure out, you know, if I actually healed from people pleasing, and I failed. And in that failure, I hurt people. And that's another thing. Throughout this year and 5 months since I've been gone, or since I've like uploaded an episode or anything, I've been hurt and I've hurt people. And that's really fucking sucks. Really fucking sucks. Especially when you didn't mean harm, but you still caused it. You know, really fucking sucks. Don't judge me. Like I was saying before, like when people always fixate on like the positive aspects, what the fuck was that? James? I'm sorry. Okay, let me be serious. That's something that has annoyed me when it comes to people talking about New Year's resolutions and things like that, where people always fixate on the positive aspects. Oh, I want this for myself. I want that. I want that. And it's like, I don't know, like in reality, like what if it doesn't happen? You know, we manifest, we do this, we pray, we wish on angel numbers and things like that, but where the fuck am I going with this? Like life is just so like chaotic and there's only so many things like in our control. It's like now that I'm getting older and everything, it's like, yeah, there are things that are in my control and there are things that aren't. And I think it's so unfair to myself, one, for lying to myself and thinking that I can just expect life to throw like good things at me just because, you know, X, Y, and Z. I don't know. I don't know, y'all. You think I'm crazy? You think I'm rambling? You think Oh my gosh, this is hilarious. I'm so happy to be back. I'm so happy to be back. I have so many content ideas and everything. For YouTube, for After the Function, again, you guys can follow the podcast on Spotify, Apple Music Podcasts, or yeah, is it called podcast? The podcast app on iPhones. And obviously you can subscribe here on YouTube. One thing I pride myself on is I'm not a niche person. I'm not a niche person. Like, I consider the content that I create very much like, Cowboy Carter by Beyonce. In that, even though the whole body of work may not be all of her fans or like everybody's like cup of tea, if you listen to the album, you're definitely gonna find at least one or two songs that you really like. So that's more so like how I view like the content I create. Like every now and then, there will definitely be something for you here. And again, I'm fostering a community here, so do not be shy, do not hesitate. We can have discussions in the comment section. We can have disagreements. We can have this, that, and the third. We keep it respectful, cute, and we allow each other to learn. We allow everybody to learn here. I have, like, growing up on social media and witnessing the rise and fall of so many creators due to like cancel culture and everything, I was definitely one of those people that hopped on like the bandwagons for like canceling different people because I'm like, oh my God, that's so heinous, this, that, and the third. And then they would usher an apology video or whatever to the point where like it became meme worthy for like, oh my God, a content creator did this. Now let's just wait for their apology video. But again, now that I'm older, now that I'm a lot more mature, people make fucking mistakes. This is our first time at life, you know, and all we can do is like roll with the experiences that we've come across. I obviously, like, I'm not the most religious person ever, but there is like one quote in the Bible that like really like definitely sticks with me, and it's like, lean not on your own understanding, but rely on like every word that comes from the mouth of God or something like that, right? And whether like that God for you is like the universe or like some more like spiritual like aspect or like even God, the Christian God, or whoever, whatever. I believe it's more so like we just do not know everything. We do not know everything. We fuck up. Oh my God, we fuck up. And it sucks. It sucks so much, especially when people get wrapped up in your fuck up. Growth is a part of the human experience. Learning is a part of the human experience. Funny enough, I was working on my vision board, and I'm not sure how many of you do this. I think I came up with this. I don't know, like, you know, if anybody else does this, but each year I base my year off of one of my favorite artists at the time and their body of work. So for this year, for 2025, it was Short and Sweet by Sabrina Carpenter. And boy, short and sweet, a lot of it was, but my God, were there some moments. 2026 is going to be Doechii, year of Doechii, and specifically her body of work, Oh, the Places You'll Go. And one of the tracks on there, I think it's literally just titled God. It is Doechii, at least from my perspective, it is Doechii like literally like praying, literally like manifesting, or literally just explaining to the audience that like God is the creator of like all things and he has access to all of this and we have access to God. Therefore we have access to like X, Y, and Z, you know, something like that. And I thought it was very inspirational, absolutely inspirational. And I think that is definitely the track that lit a light bulb in my brain. And I was like, yeah. Oh, the places you'll go, because I refuse to stay where I'm at. I want to move up. I want to move onward. I want to move forward. I want to be able to look back and shake my head knowing that where I will be at that time that I'm looking back is the place I want to be, and that the place that I thought I wanted to be before was just not it. It was just not it. I want to continue moving forward, continue growing, continue evolving, and that is what I'm inviting everybody who is watching this or listening to this to join with me in doing. So 2026, cheers. I'm not cheering with any tequila this time. We're taking a little break. We're taking a little fat break from Takiki. But I do got some pizza and Papa John bites. So let's cheers to that. Cheers. We are only stuck if we want to be. We're only stuck if we don't try. Because I strongly believe that there's nothing that we can experience in this life that we can't recover from, that we can't bounce back from. And it may seem impossible. We're all dealing with different amounts of obstacles, different sized obstacles, but I strongly believe that if we search for the right tools, we continue persevering and everything, we got this. You know, we got this. So again, here's to 2026. I totally did not even acknowledge the fact that I have pom-poms on my freaking head. I look like a badass little kid on the playground. But anyway, can I play some games on your phone? Oh my God, Jesus Christ.